want to see this leaf? Look, I'm going to give you a leaf. I'm going to give you one leaf. Maybe this one. You want to see it? It's a beautiful little leaf. Ah, you bitch. Don't lose the autofocus. Come on, come up, come up, come up, come up. There you go. It's a beautiful little leaf. You see that? Focus on it. This is the third time I'm doing this, and I did it fully twice. And I went home and I checked the footage, and it was complete garbage. It was ass. Hope the audio is good. All right. The sun's kind of hiding. I think it's time. Let's do it. So now, spending a couple of hours wandering around the manufacturing facility, we huddled back together in a group and we're like, what's left? And one of the guys is like, there is the administrative facility, the offices. We were a bit cautious because the office part could contain alarms, could contain cameras. Maybe there is even a live guard. So we were entering the premises a bit on alert. Lockers. What's there? As we went further and further in, we noticed a lot more stuff that was not touched at all. These offices felt like they were pristine. At one point, checkmates pulled it off from us a little bit, and I was wondering where did he go. And I go into this room, I see him just sitting, typing on the computer, and apparently the electricity and everything was on, so we could just use these computers. Too bad we couldn't get past the passwords. What the hell? You kidding me? Damn it. Come on, checkmate, hack in, you're the programmer. Wait, boot the computer into safe mode. 64 megabytes RAM, this is crazy. Okay, let's see. Let's press delete. No, delete. It should enter the...
Yeah, BIOS.
Okay, now somehow from this BIOS we need to put into safe mode, but it's enter password, son of a bitch.
Admin? Admin.
No, nothing. So much for our hacking.
Oh.
Try the numpad.
Oh.
What? Reset? There's a way around this, I just don't know it. That was as far as our hacking skills would go, but still, it's such a surreal feeling tinkering with all the stuff that's left that somebody else was using that we weren't supposed to be in the room with. It's a liberating feeling, and at the same time it's interesting seeing the spaces of other people's routines, and especially in these factories that I don't usually get to see or definitely aren't allowed in. So as we ventured further into the office parts, we saw a lot more electronics stacked in the corridors, prepped to be moved, a lot more stuff on the desk. Just in general, apart from the items that were prepped to be moved, everything was still there. It was just left as if the workers are going to come back. Damn, boy. There's full-on offices out here. We got more keys. Try more rooms. Man, there's a lot of these. No, there's no electricity here. So I'm walking around, wandering around, looking at the rooms, and I stumble on one of the guys just going, frantically through the drawers, and I'm like, what are you looking for? He's like, well, there's this white door around the corner that I want to unlock, and this was the only locked door, and it seemed like it was some kind of a safe room. So of course, everybody starts just going through the drawers looking for the keys. You looking for keys? It's in the other room. Okay. Yeah, I see, I see. No?
No.
Walking from room to room, opening the drawers, and through the window we see a car driving past. It doesn't seem like it's looking for anybody, but it kind of made us aware that, hey, we need to be more cautious, more stealthy here, and we kind of gave up the hunt and started moving back to the manufacturing part of the factory. So we chill a little bit, talk. The guys want to go, so they leave. Me and checkmates stay for a little bit because we want to take some photos. And about like an hour passes, we decide to go, and we look out the window right before going, and we see a security car right on the exit road that we would need to cross to leave the territory. Our friends left. We decided to stay a little bit. There's a security car right there. Right there. They're waiting near the exit, like an ambush. So we were not 100% sure, but my paranoid assumption was that since we're in a big group, 5 people are moving through the territory. There are cameras on the roads and stuff. Maybe the guys were spotted leaving and the security wasn't quick enough to catch up to them, but they drove to the point where they saw that they left the factory, and maybe they just wanted to wait in ambush if there's more people coming out. Me and Checkmate kind of felt trapped a bit, and we decided that the best course of action in case there's more cars roaming around is to just wait, see if they leave anytime soon. So, we just chilling until the car moves, or find a different way out. Nobody's gonna find us in the factory.
It's just too huge.
So we're getting a bit restless, we want to leave. We're thinking, okay, even if the guy's trying to ambush us, we don't need to leave specifically through that part, we can improvise a way out. So we start moving to the other end of the factory, and we find this little worker entrance door that was open, because majority of the factory is just sealed. We decided to just go for it, try our luck. We looked at the maps, we improvised this little running route that would only cross one road. Still there. I'm gonna wait some more. Try and exit. Okay, Chuck. Let me, I'm gonna wait. Okay, let's be quick. Road's clear, come on. There was this one road that we needed to pass to basically be home free. And we passed it okay, but if there was a car coming, it would have caught up to us and ambushed us, and it would have been a nasty situation. Luckily, we, escaped without issues. I'm a bit rusty on this kind of on-camera story commentary, because I'm used to talking about what's in front of me and what I'm going to do next. Now I have to recall the past, so video segmented into parts I want to talk about, and I have to recall it, so it's a bit of a mental exercise, but I'm trying, I'm doing my best.